Hey guys, Jim from Cybertronic Studios here, and today I'll be doing something kind of different since I'm going to be watching Transformers Age of Extinction, which premieres tomorrow. Well, if you're watching this when I'm recording this, it premieres tomorrow. I'm going to celebrate my top 25 favorite Transformers characters. This is a character-based list and not a toy-based list, so some of these characters I don't have toys for, but most of the part I do. Yeah, this was recommended by some people in the Transformers Facebook group, so I'm going to be doing this. It's just like a little kind of video thing. So let's kind of quickly go through it because I don't want to make this video too long. So in celebration for Transformers Age of Extinction, here's my top 25 favorite Transformers characters. Number 25 is Hotshot. Yes, this guy was the Connect character introduced in Transformers Armada in 2003. That's why I liked him as a kid, and that's why he still has a bit of nostalgia bug for me. At 24, we have the Autobot mad scientist Wheeljack, introduced in the original 1984 Transformers cartoon. This guy was fun and he could fix problems, but usually they were problems that he himself caused. At number 23, I have the Transformers Prime Vehicon, specifically the one from Transformers Prime. This was introduced in the Transformers television series Transformers Prime in 2010, and these are just the drones, the basic drones. There are literally hundreds of these, and all these are cannon fodder for the Autobots to shoot at every week. But they have personality. Each one almost feels like their own personality in the show, and I think that adds kind of layer to the Decepticon army that you just kind of find interesting. Next on our list we have Autobot Ratchet, who is the Autobot medic who was first introduced in the 1984 Transformers series, but has had several character iterations in his time. Usually he's portrayed as kind of an older, crotchetier Autobot, but beyond his crotchetiness, he truly does care for life. And he is kind of a sweet dude, no matter how much he'd try to hide it. Next, at 21, we have Devastator. Devastator was an awesome character who was the combined form of the Constructicons, kind of like the Megazord from Power Rangers. He was first introduced in the Transformers 1984 cartoon and has remained one of the most popular Decepticons since. At number 20, I have BARRICADE from the first Transformers movie. Yes, there was a version of him in the original G1 cartoon. Don't know much about him, but I do know that this BARRICADE was pretty awesome. He was one of the first Decepticons in the movie franchise. He turns into a police car, so you think you can trust him, but you don't. And he's Bumblebee's nemesis. At 19, we have ARCEE, who was originally introduced in the 1986 Transformers the movie. But she's a strong female character in a show that might be considered for boys. At number 18, we have METROPLEX. METROPLEX was a transformer that transformed into a city. Introduced in the 1986 Transformers the movie, turns into a full city. It's pretty cool. Imagine being a city like hundreds of other smaller people depend on you. And plus he's just massive and awesome. At number 17 we have Hot Rod / RODIMUS Prime. This character was also first introduced in the 1986 Transformers animated movie, created to be the replacement for Optimus Prime. RODIMUS Prime struggles throughout the entirety of Season 3, trying to gain the trust of the other Autobots and trying to be the great leader that they once had. At number 16, we have Rhinox, who was pretty much the Ratchet of Transformers Beast Wars. Introduced in the 1996 show Beast Wars, Rhinox is my favorite character from Beast Wars. This gargantuan guy was a total package. He was the medic, he was funny, he was serious, he was a scientist. At 15, we have Scorponok, who was originally introduced in Season 3 of the 1980s Transformers cartoon. He was another city former that also transformed into a big city that was meant to fight the likes of Metroplex and Fortress Maximus. He got a revamp in the Transformers Energon series in 2004 as a regular Decepticon, and he also got that same treatment in Transformers, the 2007 movie. At number 14, we have Ultra Magnus, first introduced in the 1986 Transformers movie. What's so great about Ultra Magnus is that he is such a stern military type in later series, such as Transformers Prime and in the comic books and in Transformers Animated. He is a military leader. He knows the military operations of the Autobots better so than Optimus Prime. And so he's just overall an awesome kind of dude. He's like the Sergeant General of the Autobots. Hoo-yah! At number 13, we have Autobot Blaster. Yes, this was the communication officer for the Autobots, first introduced in the 1980 Transformers series. He turns into a boombox. What's not to love about that? At number 12, we have Lockdown, first introduced in Transformers Animated in 2008. He's a bounty hunter. So menacing. He had a really nifty backstory with animated Ratchet, and also he's going to be featured in the new Age of Extinction movie as the main antagonist. He is basically the Boba Fett of the Transformers universe, and that is why he is awesome. At 11, we have Bumblebee. Bumblebee, as you know, was first introduced in the 1984 cartoon as the Kid Connect character and was decided to have been reused in the Transformers 2007 movie. Ever since, he has been the audience favorite, he has been the kid favorite, and he has been one of my favorites. He's a cool character, and he has fun. And that's all I gotta say about that. Next we have number 10, which is Primus. I have the toy, but I'm not gonna bother taking it down because he's on one of my higher shelves. Yes, this was the Transformer God. He turned into the planet Cybertron. He is mentioned all throughout the lore, and he is one pretty awesome dude. Next, also on my shelf, but on the same high shelf so I won't take it down, is number 9. Unicron. He is the Transformers devil to the Transformers God that is Primus. He was a giant monster robot planet. Was first introduced in the 1986 Transformers Animated movie, and he ate other planets. Transformed into a giant robot that could tear planets up. At number 8, here's one that I don't have a toy for. It's Knockout from Transformers Prime. He was introduced in Transformers Prime in 2010, and let me tell you something. He is awesome. A very charismatic robot that ends up joining the Autobots at the end. Spoiler alert! He is fun, he's funny, he is charming as heck, and I love him. At number 7, we have BULKHEAD. First introduced in the 2008 animated series Transformers Animated, he is a lunk of junk that's so lovable. Number 6, we have Shockwave. Shockwave is the Decepticon science officer. He is like the Spock of Transformers, the evil Spock of Transformers. In many recent years, he's depicted as a cold-hearted, emotionless, logic-seeking being. He will do what logic dictates. He is only loyal to logic, and that makes him a very interesting character. Next at number 5, we have Soundwave. Soundwave is the Decepticon communication officer, the opposite of Blaster. He was also introduced in the 1984 cartoon, and he is just overall awesome. He had a whole bunch of minions that turned into tape cassettes that would fit inside him, and other awesome incarnations of Soundwave include the one from Transformers Animated and the silent one from Transformers Prime. At number 4, we have Grimlock, the leader of the Dinobots, a faction of Autobots that turn into, guess what? Dinosaurs. A robot T-Rex. Come on! At number 3, we have the Decepticon Starscream. Starscream is devious, and he is awesome. While he is cowardly, he is also cunning, and he knows when to make the right moves. He is just one of the most awesome and sometimes even most deep Decepticon characters. Number 2, we have Megatron, the leader of the Decepticons. He is just plain angry and pure evil. He will do anything to control Cybertron and possibly Earth. But what's so amazing about Megatron is that he had a backstory that is based in heroism. He was an up-and-coming political figure trying to make Cybertron a better place, and some way down the line, he decided that tyranny would be the best way to do so and became power-hungry. That kind of tragic backstory that started with good intentions makes Megatron even more of an interesting and complex villain. And here we have at number 1, you probably guessed it by now because he's nowhere else on this list and he has to be on this list. It is Optimus Prime, the heroic leader of the Autobots. Father-like in many ways, he is just an awesome guy that might not always know the right thing to do, but generally does. And he is a guiding figure. He is the light to the darkest hour of the Autobots. He is just awesome and was the right choice in the original 80s to make the Autobot leader. And that's it, my list of 25 top Transformers. man, I hope I can edit this down, because right now I've filmed 21 minutes of footage. So I'm going to go right ahead to editing this. I'm going to then go to sleep, wake up, go through a day, and then watch Transformers Age of Extinction. I hope y'all guys enjoy Transformers Age of Extinction if you go see it. I will have a full spoiler-free review coming up this weekend. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and I am tired and out.